face. Yeah, I love Rob. And I love Lyric and Rob together, which can only mean that my annoyance with this entire situation has nothing to do with either of them, and everything to do with the fact that I'm taking time off of work during peak wedding season to spend a week at a Saros resort, trying to avoid him. Except, avoiding him will be impossible, because in this grand celebration of love, he's the best man, and I'm the maid of honor. This is the final boarding call for Flight 89B to Tulum. All passengers please proceed to Gate 3 immediately. The disembodied voice over the PA system startles me out of my reverie. My head snaps up, and I look around, realizing that everyone who is sitting around me has already made their way to the gate. As quickly and carefully as possible, I pack my laptop back into my bag, pull out my boarding pass and ID, and sprint to the gate. The attendant, a short black lady who looks to be around my mom's age, at the end of the narrow hallway leading to the plane, smiles kindly at me as she takes my pass and scans it. I try to smile back, but almost missing my flight because I was agonizing over being around Jaxon has me feeling even more anxious. Oh, she flashes me a bright smile and hands my pass and ID back. It looks like you've been upgraded to first class. My brows dip inward. First class? No, there must be some mistake. I always fly business class. Even though I can afford to fly first now, I never do. I just never wanted to be one of those people. Looking and feeling out of place among all the luxury and glamour. There's nothing worse than people taking one look at you and knowing you don't belong there. Knowing that even though your bank account says you're one of them now, it didn't always. The lady shakes her head and gives me a tight smile, one that reminds me we're short on time. And I have to get my ass on this plane regardless of if it's been a mistake or not. If it's a mistake, ma'am, it's certainly a happy one. Enjoy your flight. Thanks, I say stiffly, fishing my phone out of my pocket to see if I got any notifications about a change in my flight information. But the only thing there is a text from Lyric. Lyric, enjoy your flight, sis. I'll see you soon. Smiley face. Oh, I breathe another sigh of relief, and a small smile crosses my lips as I realize that Lyric must have called and upgraded my ticket. She probably was just trying to do something nice before subjecting me to a week of hell. With that thought in my mind, I make my way onto the plane, moving through the open curtains of the economy and business class, before arriving at first class, where another black woman, this one younger, with smooth brown skin and long ebony tresses, ushers me to my seat and asks me if I would like a glass of champagne. My answer, which was about to be a resounding hell yes, dies on my lips when we arrive at the first row, where a familiar form is sitting by the window. A small gasp breaks free from my lips before I can clamp them shut, which draws his attention from the window to my face. And despite the months I spent preparing for this exact moment, I still feel like my legs have been swept out from under me the moment his gaze touches mine. Because it's there. It's all there. Every second of our history is written on his face. Every kiss, every hug, every contended sigh and moan, etched inside rings of smoky quartz and gold. His lips part, and I know whatever he's about to say is going to be just as devastating as what he's doing to me with his eyes. Know it like I know my name. Like I know the story behind every scar on his body. The faint crescent moon on the corner of his mouth, from when Rob pushed him face first into their mom's rose bushes. The jagged patch of slightly darker skin on his forearm from his first attempt at homemade caramel when the syrupy brown liquid bubbled angrily and he got too close. The calluses on his fingers and hands from hours upon hours of practicing his knife work.
There's nowhere to run, Amina.
Both sides of his mouth quirk, and it takes me a full second to process the fact that he saw me running from him. Saw me going into full track star mode, only to end up lowering myself into the seat next to him with his teasing words, burning a hole in my brain. My body is stiff as I settle into my seat and listen to the flight attendants give a full rundown of safety protocols and procedures. Thankfully, there's a ton of space, which makes it easy for me to avoid touching him. The distance doesn't